Thanks very much indeed.
Now, it was a visit to a graveyard that sparked the inspiration for Mike Scott's future music career. As an 11-year-old boy, his mother dragged him to the grave of the revered Irish poet W.B. Yeats. But the trip planted a seed in the lead singer of the Waterboys, something he's never been able to shrug off.
And after 20 years in the making, Mike has produced a collection of Yeats's poems set to music and sung by himself. So before we talk to you, shall we sample a little bit of the project? Here we go.
How can I, that girl standing there, my attention fixed on Roman or on Russian or on Spanish politics? Let the sea bear witness. Let the wind bear witness. Let the earth bear witness. Those names that stilled your childish play, they have gone about the world like wind.
So, Mike Scott, lead singer of the Waterboys, is here now. Very good morning to you.
Thank
So
you.
when your mum took you, aged 11, to this, it was a convention, wasn't it?
Yeats Summer School in
Yeats
Sligo.
Summer School.
Yeah.
And when she suggested we're going to a Yeats Summer School, what did you think?
Well, I'd heard her talk about Yeats. My mum is an English lecturer, she still is. And so I grew up in a house full of books, and she used to talk about this Yeats guy in hushed tones as if he was incredibly serious poet. So I had this impression of something very important. And I don't remember much about going to Sligo, but I do remember going to his grave, and I remember the strange mountain Ben Bulben that broods over the landscape, stuff like that. That's what a child remembers.
You, I mean, did the graveyard thing? Don't want to harp on about that, but I mean, your kind of look. You know, you have a slightly it's all in black, and I don't know.
It's actually very, 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 very dark blue.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but was it the kind? I mean, it's all tied in with the kind of. Is there a gothic thing? No. It's just,
I'm just a snappy dresser.
Yeah. I love the shoes, by the way.
Thank
All
you.
this Darnell was wearing an amazing pair of shoes as well.
Got to keep up with the competition.
So you love the poetry, and I suppose as a musician, it's natural to want to put the poetry to music.
Yeah, when it rhymes and scans, yes.
And so does it? I mean, it works.
Oh, yeah.
It's relatively easy to.
Yeah, that's the thing about Yeats. A lot of his poems do rhyme and scan quite beautifully. And when I read the poem, I will hear a melody in my mind. So once that happens, I want to continue with it and write the whole song.
I see. So actually, when you're reading, it is like music to you. You read it and there's something else going on in your mind.
There is,
and then you just go and write that down.
Kind of, yeah.
Take it to your collective.
Yeah.
And what was the response when, once you'd put all that together, you went out and performed it, and you had a really amazing response, didn't you?
It was fantastic. Do you know there's a trend at the moment for bands to go and play their classic albums in concert? Well, we bucked that trend. We went and played an album that's not yet released, 20 new songs, and it just went fantastic.
But I wonder what the audience thought. I mean, you know, obviously your fans have kept up to date with everything you do, but mention the Waterboys to the average person and they'll remember Whole of the Moon.
Yeah.
And then you say, and did you know that they've done this collection of Yeats poems set to music? It's a bit of it's a bit different, isn't it?
It's a bit of an ask. People think it's recitations. Of course, it's not. It's rock and roll songs. They're turned into song lyrics. There's no reverence about it.
I want to just. Can we just? And we're seeing this playing. Can we hear a little bit of Whole of the Moon? Is that something? And I tell you what, that song, that is a song that stands absolutely the test of time, isn't it?
Thank
But it does. Do you know what I mean? Some songs do, some songs don't.
Yeah.
That one works still.
Thanks.
You mentioned that people might have thought they were recitations to music. The other thing that's quite popular at the moment is for songwriters to put musicals on, to turn films or whatever into musicals. So did people think that? Is this a kind of musical Yeats?
Yeah.
Yates the musical?
Yeah, is there a story? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it's not. It's just a bunch of songs. Yeah.
So just, yes, the poems and the music and the Waterboys.
Yeah, it's a rock and roll show, yeah.
Brilliant.
Lovely to see you here this morning. Very
Great to
snappily
see
dressed.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Mike Scott. Thanks very much indeed. 8:54. David Courtney